We've talked a lot about women, and we don't hear as much about sperm in men when we talk about fertility. How important is sperm health in the ability to conceive?
Eloise, it's so important, right? 50% of infertility is due to male factors. So if we look total, we have a third due to female only factors, a third to male only, and a third to combined, meaning patients come in and have twofold reasons, one female, one male, for why they are struggling to conceive. So if men are 50% of the equation, why are they 10% of the discussion? That's the truth about how we've been taught in our reactive approach to this. Because a semen analysis is one test, and women get a battery of 4 different things that they're going through on our fertility evaluation. This is actually more ironic and interesting to me because we already covered your eggs are in your body your whole life. The sum of all your choices starts to add up. The sooner you can start to make change, the better. But there's some inherent tincture of time because your eggs have been in your body. Sperm are made over 72 days. It takes 18 days to get them out the ejaculatory duct system. Meaning men have germ cells that create brand new sperm. They are not born with all of the sperm. It's about a 3-month lifespan. I see men make a lifestyle change and they have extremely different fertility potential, hormone levels, sperm counts, 3 to 6 months from there. And because that is such a different dynamic than what women experience, we should absolutely be talking about it the same, if not more, but instead it tends to be brushed off to the side. Women carry the burden of infertility. Women come without their partners. They're then responsible for relaying all the information to them. I see so many couples where the man doesn't know. It's not that he's not a willing participant, but he hasn't been told that all these things can impact his sperm quality or the things that he can be doing. So if we look at sperm, we know that in the course of, over 40 years, sperm counts have decreased more than 50%. Testosterone levels have dropped. And this drop has been more rapid in the past 10 to 20 years. Meaning, if we want further proof that the world around us and the lifestyle we are leading is impacting our hormones and our fertility, we've clearly seen a drop in sperm counts. And we already said sperm are so sensitive. They're one of those easy factors to fix, but also to harm. Because sperm are so sensitive, this is something that we should absolutely kind of give the guideline to focus on. And I also like to say a semen analysis is really an inexpensive and an easy test to check. And again, we don't check a couple's fertility till they've failed, and then we'll do a semen analysis. And it's so hard to sit across from patients who've been trying and tracking and doing everything right, and then you find out they have no sperm. There was 0% chance they were going to conceive all of those months. And maybe there's a surgery they need, or maybe there's medications they need, or maybe he was using testosterone and had no idea it was stopping his sperm production. Just another evidence why I think that we really need to have this narrative of if you want to have a family, okay, even if it's not super proactive like you and I went in our 20s, even if it's like, hey, now you're ready to start, let's get some testing now so we know what we're dealing with before we go into this year-long blind journey. So a semen analysis earlier can give you a lot of information. A semen analysis is reflecting your hormone levels because sperm and testosterone are made together. In a man, the brain sends out FSH and LH, just like in women. LH tells the testes to make testosterone. FSH tells the testes to make sperm. So they are made together. So when you see a semen analysis, I know how somebody's hormone levels are, and I get a lot of insight into their lifestyle or their environment of their body based on how the sperm move and how the sperm look under the microscope. Because since they're grown in the testes, if they're exposed to chronic inflammation and insulin resistance and excess heat, the sperm are not going to be developed in a normal fashion. What advice can we give here? Earlier checkup, but also earlier focus on lifestyle factors for men is even more important, I think. Number 1, do not take, steroids or exogenous testosterone. Because testosterone and sperm are made together, if you take testosterone, it tells the brain you already have sperm, and the brain will not send out FSH or LH, and you will not make sperm. And sometimes this is irreversible. So men can pick up their phone, go to an app, say, I have fatigue and low libido. They can get prescribed testosterone online without ever seeing anybody. And no conversation about, do you want to try to get pregnant or are you trying to get pregnant?